Hey everybody, Ben here from DMC Films and Cinder Studios, and I think it's about time for a break. So it's been pretty consistent that usually every year, sometime between like June and August, I take some sort of a break from the channel and just don't make videos for a while. Or rather, work on videos but don't release them. So this time around, I'm actually kind of doing the former rather than the latter. I'm not necessarily taking a break because I'm behind on videos, I'm taking a break because I'm behind on my actual painting. So the first big thing here is that I have two really big shows coming up. Well, not really big, but I guess moderately big. First one is this Saturday, June 4th. It's a ticketed show. There's a lot of bands playing. I'm going to be live painting as well as hopefully trying to sell some of my originals. I'll have a display up. So recently I've instead of been working on a video, I had to compile which paintings I was taking. I need to talk to the guy that's putting on the show and kind of figure out the hanging system and the setup and all that stuff like that. I've got a second show. It's a coffee shop show in 2 weeks from now, so that's the third Saturday of the month. So that show again, live painting, a couple of pieces will be on display. So I'm gonna have to focus a lot of my ideas on that, a lot of my focus on that, and not so much on making stuff here. I'm also about 12 ideas behind on making paintings. I am so far behind on my actual ideas. Actually, I'm probably more than 12 concepts of like 5 or 6 sketchbooks worth of ideas that I'm behind on. But so yeah, there's a lot of projects I have to finish. There's a lot of focus on stuff I have to shift to. One thing, an example, is this piece down on the table. I haven't really shown this on camera. I've shown it on, I've tweeted about it from time to time. But it's this painting I was supposed to have done for Christmas for my grandmother. Did not get done. One of those things you don't see me do realism too much, but this is both a fun and a royal pain in the ass to work on. It's a painting of a camp that was in the family for like 50, 60 years, and then when my grandfather died, we had to sell it because really we couldn't maintain the place. So this piece is done sort of as a memorial to my grandfather and a memorial to this place that was sort of a legacy. It was built up, like 3 generations worth of people spent time there. So it's kind of an emotional piece to work on. It's finally getting close to done though. What I'm going to do with this is I painted at least most of it in black and white. The sky is actually blue. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do on top of this is glaze different layers of color to make it look like a colorized black and white photograph. If you don't know about colorized black and white photographs, they're definitely worth looking up. Essentially what they used to do is take usually photograph a lot of times of people and portraits, and then use oil paint to basically colorize the photograph. Granted, I'm using acrylic and glazing layers, but same concept to this to give it both an old and new feel, because the image is relatively new, but it's designed to bridge that past and present idea. So this I kind of want to get done for. I'm probably going to shoot for about the 4th of July now. I'm actually got enough headway on it that I'm excited to work on it again, and that's going to be pretty good. I've got smaller wood painting I'm working on here. I've got a couple of things on the floor. Plus, I got to figure out what I'm doing for the live paintings on the 2 shows the upcoming month. So tons of stuff that I just need to focus on, need to work on. Spend some time working on stuff for me and not just for the channel. I love making stuff for you guys, but at a certain point I just got to take a few steps back. I've been trying to get out and do more field studies, taking the Nomad, doing some just like graphite stuff, outside environment studies. Finally happy to get back to doing that. I need to do it more. It's warmer now, and it's leading into the summer, and so the opportunities are presenting itself to do that as well. Finally, I want to talk about some other things I've got going on and some other videos that you actually can watch over the course of the next month. So I've been getting active again on the second channel. Have 3 new sketching tutorials to kind of go through my process a little bit. I have one on little people. I've got one on mini thumbnails, and I've got one on regular thumbnails to really kind of walk you through my process and kind of get you the idea and hopefully get some ideas flowing for you. I've also finished my next 5 sketchbooks, from sketchbook 15 to sketchbook 20, which I just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago. So there'll be a new set of flip-throughs of my old sketchbooks over on that second channel as well. Over the course of the next month, I'll be working on those videos. So be sure to check that out. That's Sketch Every Day. I'll throw a link in the description box below for you mobile users. Plus, it's always on the post screen. Also, long-term goals here. So now that it's June, there's a couple of things that are sort of in my 6-month out plan that I'm kind of working on and laying the groundwork for. While it probably won't be this month, it is something I need to start thinking about. Is I need to start getting the design files together for a Patreon page, and this is something I've kind of been thinking about launching for a past maybe year and a half or so. And I think sometime by the end of this year, I would like to launch that. Now, I know not all of you would or would like to support me financially, but I know there's probably at least a handful of you out there that can probably maybe throw me, $2, $3, $5 a month or something, just to show your extra bit of support and probably get some interesting things in return. Just remembered one other thing: the mini canvases that I picked up back in, I think, January. These I have to work on because I want to give these away in a contest. I think originally said I want to have it done in May. Don't have them done in May, so I got to work on these. I got to paint something on these, and I got to get those out to you guys as well. My 6-month out review from the Surface Pro 3. I need to work on that video, which, if I recall, I think was again supposed to come out in May. Didn't. So that'll probably be coming up after the little hiatus. And then that long-term 6-month thing is, I mentioned this on my message to my subscribers back at the end of the year, but I'm in the process of slowly getting to a point where I'm going to move out. So getting a place towards the end of the year, so winter 2016, 2017, sort of that period between like Christmas time to beginning of the year. And so that's going to be things that I have to watch where I'm buying new things, clean up some of the stuff that I have, try and unload some paintings, and really try and kind of keep things a little more reserved in that I can plan ahead of time for that move. Also, when that move does happen, it's probably going to be a long series of vlogs cataloging the takedown of the studio and taking that to the new place, basically how to build your studio up from scratch. A lot of things on organization will happen in that time frame. There'll be tips on like shelves, organizing your paints, everything like that. I'm looking forward to that because I think that's going to be a really great series whenever that does happen. But again, that's 6 months out. This is just this month. Taking a little hiatus, got to catch up on my own projects. It might last a little more than a month. I might come back in, say, middle of July. But again, this is always a great opportunity to go back on the channel, check out some things you may have missed, check out the new stuff coming on the second channel, and this has been from DMC Films and Cinder Studios. See you guys in a month.